If you're awakening Margaret for field combat, you're basically wasting your hard-earned tokens in Call of Dragons. And here is the couple reasons for this, and I'm going to share with you. I mean, the majority of the players know why I actually go like 5-5-5 on Margaret, even though in my opinion it should be like 5-5-1-1. You don't need the second one, maybe if you're marksman, because Legion marksman units deals 15% more normal attack damage and get 20% more HP. If you're using this hero with Celestials, obviously you're not going to get benefits, but since I have some tier 5 troops, that is marksmans, when we have long range warfare, I use her with my fully awakened 6-star Cinderella. So what is the issue with Margaret? Why people are going to awake Margaret? And currently I have like 5-5-5. If I go for promotion, oh brother, look how many I'm going to spend here. So I'm not even getting this one for the garrison because I'm not using this spell. Now, what is going to be the reasons to actually make Margaret fully awakened? Because when garrison army in the city stronghold, they receive healing every 10 seconds and get some attack. Now, fully awakened is Margaret get variable healing, whatever, blah blah blah, is basically increasing from 450% to 500. This is the thing, the only thing that actually changes here. It's like 50% more damage. Obviously, we saw some ticks of the Margaret. I have seen like 1 million tick. Let's be honest, I mean, this hero hit hard, it's breaking bones. But definitely, if you're going for field fight, you just don't need this hero fully awakened, because it's just wasting of your resources to get extra 50% more damage of your hero. Now, if it's with Celestials, I can suggest like 5-5. This is the main spell that actually is making the magic with the Margaret, with all the healing stuffs. Is whether the Legion get healing or variable healing, they have a 20% chance to get like 40% attack for 3 seconds. You have a Sand Lizard, you have one more Legion with Moon inside, maybe Tear of Airborne. There is just so many healings these days that is making the things crazy, and Margaret is going to non-stop have this 40% more attack. And if you have something with the critical things, is becoming even more beautiful. But I don't think you actually need this one. Now I opened this one because if you open the next one and make it like 1-1, and one day you decide, okay, I want to use this hero with the marksman, the chance to get the third spell 5 is very small. Most likely you're going to have like, let's say 5-3. And here is the thing, especially with the awakening. Now, if I want to go and awake Margaret right now, it's 75 tokens. Now, it's no issue to make one hero like 5-1-1-1, just because it's going to cost you like 50 or maybe 60 tokens to actually make this thing. I think it's 50. But if you go for the Wasp 4 spell, we're starting here from 75. We're starting from 75, and boy oh boy, this thing is actually so hard to be achieved. And this is the main reason I'm making this video, just to say that for Margaret it's not like minimum value to have her like 5-5-5-1, but it's the best value if you're going to use this hero in the open field. And you go like this, let's say 75, I need to level up this spell 4 times. This means this is like 300 tokens I'm going to lose if I decide to make this hero awakened. This is just to make the Wasp spell level 5. 300 tokens, which is absolutely, not gonna lie, it's very crazy, especially even for Margaret. That was a meta for so long. Marksman is using her, mages are using her. I'm surprised that the game didn't actually make some mage hero that can be used by the marksmen, but it is what it is. Now, for what actually Margaret is designed to be, especially the Awakened Margaret. Margaret Awakened is designed around rally mechanics, not field control. You already have this field control with the first couple spells. Unless you're deep into rally leading PvP, Awakening Margaret give minimum return and save those hits. This is some of the comments I actually get when I decide to I'm going to make this video about this topic. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you're going to have direct communication with me. We can speak about this type of stuffs. A link in the description. We're playing also some other games there. So yeah, save those hits. Basically, invest in any other mage hero if you're looking. If you're mage main, just make her like, I don't know, 5-5-1 or just 5-5 and stop there, something like this. Even though that the stars is actually giving some bonuses for the people who don't know. Here we're talking about the unlocking, but level 5 and 6 stars is giving some pretty decent stats. So yeah, I'm not going to make this video longer. I think the majority of the people understand what I'm trying to say, that if you want her to awaken it, it's going to be for the rally. And boy oh boy, by looking the rally reports, better use some other troop, not the marksmen. They may have the biggest attack in Call of Dragons, but in the same time they're extremely squishy. If somebody catch them, is breaking their legs. In the same time they're breaking the enemy legs from the distance. But we're talking about the rally, which is, you know, I don't think is actually a good idea to go and do. A lot of rallies was made with Margaret, and people see one big number when she trigger her ultimate spell. This is Speech Dream, when can, you know, tick like for 500%. And if she crit, the percentage is even, I mean, the number is even bigger, and it's like you're hitting for 4-5k and 21k from nowhere, and people just get crazy over these numbers. But at the end of the day, I think still cavalry maybe, and infantry for sure is the troops for the rally. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit one like, subscribe for this channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.